Hey y'all, this is Nina Stevens, and I'm in the South where sushi is still called bait. So, what am I doing today? Today, I am making a low-carb version of a pizza. Come on back and I'll show you how I do it. Hey y'all. Okay, so this is a pizza pan, little small pizza pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pizza that doesn't have bread for a crust. I like pizza. Look at me, I like it. So what I'm going to do is try to make one that doesn't have bread. So I'm going to bring you over here and show you what I got. And we're going to put this together and see how it turns out. Alright, this is all my stuff that I have to make this pizza. So this is riced cauliflower. I buy this in a package like this. It's steamed chopped up cauliflower. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an egg and some Parmesan cheese in this and mix it up and make my crust in this little pan right here. So that's the cauliflower. Now for the toppings, this is the sauce that I'm going to use. I don't know how you say that. Rouse marinara sauce. I got this because it was recommended on another video that I saw, and I can't remember who put it out at the moment, as being lower carb than the rest of the pizza sauces out there. So when I went to the grocery store today, I looked at it, and this only has 4 grams of carbs per a half a cup. The serving size is a half a cup. Well, I'm not planning on using a half a cup of sauce on this little pizza. So you do the math. Ever how much you use, it's 4 grams per half a cup of serving. So this is the sauce that I'm going to use. And for my toppings, I have some ground beef that I put garlic powder in and sauteed it up. So that's going to be my ground beef. And then I have, this is the garlic powder that I used. I like the flavor of this. It has parsley in it as well. That's what the little green flecks are. I also have, I like mushrooms. So when I browned the ground beef, after I removed the ground beef, I sauteed the mushrooms in the drippings from the ground beef. So I've got sauteed mushrooms. And then the gold standard pepperoni. I've got green onions, chopped fresh. And then I've got salami, and this has no carbs as well. The pepperoni has no carbs. So I also like, one of my favorite toppings on a pizza. Good grief, this thing is like flashing bright light. Let me move that out of the way. Sorry about that. So another of my favorite toppings is black olives. I got these today at the grocery store, and they're whole. Right? So how many of you remember this thing? I put the olives in here and I just chop. Yeah, I still use this. I'm sorry. It makes, you know, whatever, chop up really well. Mozzarella. When I buy mozzarella, I buy a big, huge bag of it. And I separate it into Ziploc bags and I put it in the freezer so it doesn't go bad before I use it. So, Let me get the egg in here and some mozzarella, and we'll get the crust made and put it in the oven. So, hang on, I'll bring you back. Okay, so I'm going to mist my pizza pan with some olive oil. And I put olive oil in this. It's called a misto. And you just put olive oil in it and you pump it up like this. And it makes, instead of using like Pam or whatever, you can spray it. So I'm going to coat my pizza pan with olive oil. I always crack my eggs in something before I put them in my food. That way if there's anything in the egg that I want to remove, I remove it before I put it in my food. Alright, put that in there. And I'm going to add some mozzarella. Now I'm making this a kind of a big container so I can put it in the fridge, and if I want to have like another one tomorrow or whenever I can. Awesome. I think I'm going to put some more mozzarella on the crust. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I've got the oven set at 375. We'll see how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long. This is kind of a comfort food thing for me. So, I hope it turns out good. Because I like pizza. Alright, put this in the oven. Does anybody else have spoiled rotten dogs like me? So, I'm coming to the freezer to get me some ice. This is what happens every stinking time I get ice out of the freezer. Watch. Oh my goodness! You better get that. She's spoiled. She's spoiled. Anyway, I'll bring it back. Okay, so I took it out of the oven. I turned the broiler on for a minute and I got a little done, but it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Alright, so I'm gonna put my toppings on here. About 2 tablespoons. That looks like plenty to me. I'm not real crazy about sauce. I like the flavor to be for it to have some flavor, but not no whole gobs a lot. You know? That sound weird? It'll be alright. Alright. So, I'm going to put, let me see. I'm going to put the ground beef. So, I'm going to put some ground beef. Where's my lid? This will go in the fridge. And I use a lot of pimento cheese. So what I did was I took the olives and I put them in an old pimento cheese container that I can put in the fridge. So let's put some pepperonis on here. How about that? How about some salami? I'm not going to put as much salami. I don't care for it as much as I do the pepperoni. Alright, so I'm going to put some green onions. I'm going to add some more garlic powder. Now, let's do some mushrooms. Some shrooms. Let's do some shrooms. Alright, and now we're going to do some black olives. You see all my chopped up olives? I love it. I love it. Now for some mozzarella. Okay, I'm going to put it back in the oven. Put all my stuff up. That's what it looks like. I'll show you when it comes out. I'll bring you back. So while the pizza's cooking, I forgot I had a bell pepper in the fridge. So I've been chopping it up to put on top of my pizza when it gets done. Alright. I think the pizza is ready. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. So I don't have a spatula. So I'm going to use this. That's what you call make and do. Make and do. Final touches to my little supper. It looks kind of like a hodgepodge, doesn't it? But I bet it's going to taste good. So, this is what it looks like. I think it's going to be good. You know, it's got... Oh, that's good. It's got all the things I like in pizza except for the crust. All the flavors are there. But the carbs that are in the crust are not there. So I think it's a good alternative. Yeah. I think it's a good alternative to pizza. And I hope you give it a try, because it's really good. So, thanks for coming along and following along with me making this low carb version of the pizza. And that's it for me. So until next time, I'll see you later.